Hey everyone, it's Aubrey from Piece by Piece Living, and today I wanted to show you how to make Instant Pot pasta fagioli. Now I don't know if that's how you say it exactly, pasta fagioli, but that's how I say it. So I first had pasta fagioli when I went to Olive Garden. It's really good. It's kind of like a pasta soup with ground beef and kidney beans and these little like pasta shells, and it's very like Italian with the seasoning and the spices. So I wanted to make an Instant Pot version of this. My mom, she makes this same thing, but she does it in the crock pot. I don't have a crock pot, so I kind of converted it to be an Instant Pot recipe. So that is what I'm going to show you how to make today. So I wanted to do a run through of a few of the ingredients you're gonna need. These aren't exactly common ingredients, some of them, so you may have to actually go to the store for some of these ingredients. So I've got Italian seasoning and oregano. I've got avocado oil, kidney beans, diced tomatoes. You could either use normal diced tomatoes or fire roasted. I'm using 1 can of each. And then you're gonna need some tomato puree. If you don't have tomato puree, you can just use tomato sauce, which is tomato puree. And then you're also going to need some pasta. You could use normal pasta, whole wheat pasta. You could use gluten-free pasta. Today I'm using the Thrive Market organic pasta. Let's see, you're also gonna need some garlic and onion, and then some salt. And then you're going to need some ground beef or ground turkey, it doesn't really matter, or ground chicken. And then I'm also adding this for a little bit of a kick. It's Italian sausage, the hot Italian sausage. They also have mild, but I would go ahead and get the hot unless you can't handle heat at all. And then you're also going to need some chicken broth. The first thing you're gonna do is go ahead and put your Instant Pot on saute mode, and it's gonna start warming up. And then you're gonna take your avocado oil, about 2 tablespoons. You're just gonna coat the bottom of the Instant Pot pan. And then you are going to take your onions. I have 1 onion, roughly chopped, and just throw it in there. And you're gonna saute it for, I don't know, like 3 to 5 minutes until it starts becoming translucent. And then you're gonna add in your garlic. The onions are just about done, so I'm going to add my garlic and brown it for like 10 seconds and just keep stirring it. You don't want to overcook it or else it'll burn. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my ground sausage and also the ground beef. And you're just gonna cook them both completely. The meat is done browning, so I'm gonna go ahead and press cancel to turn off the saute function. And then I'm gonna add everything in with the noodles being last. So let's go ahead and start with our seasoning. And we've got our kidney beans. And then I'm doing 1 can of fire roasted tomatoes, diced tomatoes, and then just 1 normal can of diced tomatoes. Oh. And then this big old jar of tomato puree. And then for your liquids, you're gonna be using probably like 6 to 8 cups of chicken broth. So I'm going to put a little bit in my jar first. Oh. Shake it up so I can get everything out. I'm gonna start with 6 cups just to see how that goes. It might not be enough liquid, but I'm gonna start there. Okay. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna add some kale. So hold on. So I'm gonna add just a few handfuls of kale just to include some veggies. The kale will wilt down, so you don't really have to worry about it. Just maybe like 2 or 3 handfuls. And lastly, you're gonna put your pasta on the top, and then you're just gonna push it down slightly. So let me mix all this first. And this is a 16-ounce bag of noodles. So you're just gonna take your noodles and then just kind of submerge them under water just a little bit. And then you're gonna go ahead and close the lid and put your Instant Pot on high or manual pressure for, let's go for 6 minutes, okay? My Instant Pot is now done rising to pressure, and then I went ahead and did a quick release. It's gonna take a long time for the pressure to release because there's so much liquid in this, so that's expected. So let me just take the lid off, and we're gonna see how our noodles are doing. Looks pretty good. The kale wilted nicely. Now at this point, you could always add a little bit more liquid, more chicken broth if you want it to be more soupy, because the noodles do soak up a lot of the liquid. But let me go ahead and plate this up so you can see what it looks like. So here you have the Instant Pot pasta fagioli. It tastes really good. I just needed to add a little bit more salt, so once you're done cooking it, you might need to season it a little bit more with salt. So this is a really good and easy recipe for those cold winter nights when you just want something really warm and comforting. So I hope you guys try this and you enjoy.